As the 2024 regular season winds down, we find ourselves with one game left, with a chance to play spoiler, and with a chance to get a win against our biggest rival. This year has been many things: stressful, agonizing, heartbreaking. But no matter if we're 12-0 or 0-12, I love my Trojans. While this year has tested my mental sanity at times, it has never brought my love for USC football into question. I love our guys, I love this team, and I believe we can go out this weekend and get a major W to close out the year. It's USC, it's Notre Dame, game preview number 12. Let's go. What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is the Notre Dame game preview. Game 12, last game of the regular season. We are here already. In some ways, it feels like it's flown by, but in others, this season really feels like it's just taken forever. So a little bit of a different game preview this week. Not going to get too much into the nuts and bolts of things. It is the day after Thanksgiving, which, by the way, I hope you all had a wonderful time with your friends and family. So incredibly thankful for every single one of you that's ever watched a video or left a comment. But being that it is the day after Thanksgiving, I'm sure no one wants to sit here and listen to me blab for too long. So gonna keep it short and sweet today. Of course, if you guys do happen to enjoy the preview, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into it. All right, so taking a look at Notre Dame, this is a very interesting team. They obviously had the completely inexplicable and hilarious loss to Northern Illinois, the second game of the year. But ever since then, they have pretty much dominated every opponent they've played. Now, of course, the biggest problem with that is who have they played? Well, since that loss to Northern Illinois, they've only played one true road game. That's right, every other game has been at home or in a neutral site. And that last true road game of theirs was September 14th against a terrible Purdue team. So aside from Purdue, they beat Miami of Ohio, Louisville, Stanford, Georgia Tech, Navy, Florida State, Virginia, and Army. An absolutely atrocious schedule, a joke of a schedule if we're being honest. This is the main reason why the majority of the college football world is rooting for USC this week. That win over A&M for the Irish was a damn good one. But other than that, this team does not deserve to be in the playoff based on who they've beaten. And if they lose to us on Saturday, I think there's a damn good chance that they will be left out. Deservedly so, some might say. You know how Notre Dame is. They're too good for a conference. They're too good to be like everybody else. So they're going to play their dog shit schedule and try to backdoor their way into a playoff spot. Hopefully we can beat them and take that away from them because they do not deserve to be in the big dance in my opinion. Bottom line, when you take a look at this matchup, Notre Dame has not seen a passing offense like ours all year. And ours isn't necessarily anything special, so that really tells you something. They haven't seen receivers like Mekhi Lemon, like Deuce Robinson. And with them having a lot of injuries in the secondary, including their best corner, one of the best corners in the nation in Benjamin Morrison, we simply have to hold up in pass pro and give Jaden time to hit these guys. Now, I didn't post a video about it earlier in the week, had a lot of scheduling conflicts this week, but I did the rewatch of the UCLA game, and I really thought Jayden Maiava did not play very well. I thought he missed some open receivers. I thought his accuracy was a little bit inconsistent. I thought he had multiple opportunities to run the ball and chose not to. And when he does run, I think a lot of people overhyped his ability to run the ball, or maybe his speed, because he isn't necessarily a guy that's going to pull it and run it for 60, 70 yards. So Jayden has to play much better this week than he did against Nebraska or UCLA. Because overall, I'd say he's been okay. He needs to be very good to excellent in this game for USC to have a chance to win. And that does tie into my number one key of this game. This is a Notre Dame team that has not really had to play catch up. They haven't had to throw the ball to get back into the game. We have to start fast, we have to start out hot, and we have to score the ball if we get down into the red zone. It can't be like last week where we just crap out and don't punch it in. If we can get up 14, 17, 21, something like that early-ish in this game, and Riley Leonard can't just sit back and hand the ball off or run the ball himself, that is an absolute game changer. Because going through and looking at Riley Leonard's passing stats, the highest he's thrown for this year is 229 yards against Stanford. Nothing to write home about there. This is an offense that really struggles to throw the football. So if we put them in a situation where they have to, I like our chances with our defensive staff, with our players in the secondary. I think we have the ability to shut them down, to create turnovers, because taking a look at it, this is the best defense they would have seen since probably that Texas A&M game. You see a lot of people in the national media saying, watch out for this game, watch out for USC to upset the Irish. And the more and more I look at it, the path is there. I think we match up well against them. I think the offensive line is playing better. Now, am I extremely worried about Mason Murphy and Alani Noah on that right side? I absolutely am. But if we can keep Lake in on that right side, because I trust Elijah Page, I trust Emmanuel Pregnon, and I obviously trust Joe Monheim. So if we can keep Lake and whatever H-back we want to use in on that right side to help those guys out, and Jaden actually has a little bit of time to create back there, I think we're going to be able to throw on this team. Until I see our run game get absolutely shut down by somebody, I'm going to assume we're going to be able to run the ball. This Notre Dame defense is very good. But the one true pretty good offense they faced this year was Louisville, and they gave up 24 points in that game. This USC offense is not Georgia Tech, it's not Navy, it's not Florida State, it's not Army. We can move the ball, we can be balanced, we can throw it, we can run it. They have not seen anything like this USC offense. They have not faced a play caller like Lincoln Riley this entire year. This Notre Dame team is not battle tested. They're coming into the Coliseum. I would hope that our guys are fired up to play this game. If they're not, there's a serious problem. So again, if we can sort of feed into that big energy, come out hot, score the ball, maybe get them off the field once or twice, that puts all the pressure on them with their entire season riding on the line. They don't have a conference championship game, and right now it's win and you're in for them. So they have everything to play for, and we have everything to take away from them. I don't know what it is, because I've been very skeptical about this USC team for months now. You guys know this, but I just feel confident heading into this one. Now, this isn't like UCLA. I have a lot of respect for Notre Dame. I do. I think Marcus Freeman is a phenomenal coach. I think Riley Leonard is a tough, competitive kid at quarterback. I think Jeremiah Love is an explosive, very dynamic running back. And they obviously have dudes all up and down this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But they have a lot of injuries. They're coming all the way out to the West Coast. All the pressure's on them. Marcus Freeman has a potential extension on the line that a lot of Irish fans think a win here would seal him getting. And if there's one thing I do not question about this year's USC team, it's our toughness. We are tough. I've seen us battle against Penn State, LSU, Michigan, UCLA. Despite half our team being sick, we're as tough as anybody out there, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So at the end of the day, with all those factors mixed into it, with the amount of injuries they have, everything I have laid out here in this video, I have the Trojans winning this game 24-20. Again, the path is there. I can see it. I can visualize it. I'm not scared of this Notre Dame team. I know our guys are not scared of this Notre Dame team. If Jaden Maiava can play clean football, if we can get Woody Marks going, I think we match up very well with this Notre Dame team. And I'm not just saying I'm confident for the sake of being confident. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. This is what I have for my Prize Picks lineup this week. Shout out to you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring this video. Like I said, I think we're going to play well on offense. I have Jaden Maiava more than 1.5 passing and rushing and receiving touchdowns. I have Makai Lemon to have more than 39.5 receiving yards. I got Michael Lance to have more than 5.5 kicking points. Could easily see him getting a couple of field goals in this one and some PATs, obviously. I have Jeremiah Love to have less than 80.5 rushing yards, and also Riley Leonard to have less than 204.5 passing yards. So yeah, clearly very confident in the team this week. If you guys haven't signed up for Prize Picks yet, what are you doing? This is the #1 daily fantasy sports app. The question I get asked the most is it available in California? Yes, it is. Head over to prizepicks.com right now, sign up using my code BLADE, play just $5 in lineups, and then you'll get a guaranteed $50 in promo funds. An awesome deal, and guys, you won't regret it. It is so much fun over there. Feel free to copy this lineup I made, or go ahead and set your own. All the numbers are out for the USC Notre Dame game. But yeah, again, guys, use my code BLADE, play $5 in lineups, and then you will get that guaranteed $50 in promo funds instantly. But yeah, guys, that is all I have for you this week. As always, please do let me know your score predictions down below. Again, apologies for the sort of different format this week for the game preview. With it being Thanksgiving week, absolutely had no time, so couldn't get my usual visual packages together like I like to. But hopefully this sufficed. If you guys did happen to enjoy it, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on. Beat the Irish.